Ajay sir, can we start, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Once again, a very warm good morning to all the participants. On behalf of Azad College of Education, Satara, and Council for Teacher Education Foundation, Delhi, NCR chapter, I welcome all the participants, principals, NAAC coordinators, IQAC coordinators in this fifth day session of the FDP. I also welcome today's chief guest as well as the today's resource person, Honorable Dr. Ajay Surana sir, Head Department of Education, Banasthali Vidyapith Deemed University. And today, sir will be guide us regarding the criteria number 2, teaching, learning, and evaluation. So, without wasting the time, I request to Nangre Madam, please introduce today's chief guest, Dr. Ajay Surana sir. Over to Nangre Ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Welcome all of you, and also good morning. Today, I would like to introduce Dr. Ajay Surana, sir. Dr. Ajay Surana is serving as head in the Department of Education, Banasthali Vidyapith, Deemed University. He is postgraduate in education as well as mathematics and PhD in education. He served as a teacher educator and has 23 years experience of teaching in university at both undergraduate and postgraduate level. He has teaching experience in area of research methodology, educational evaluation, pedagogy of mathematics, and educational technology. His research focuses on ICT for education, e-learning, participative pedagogy, and various dimensions of teacher education. He has mentored 26 doctoral researches and has authored and co-authored over 60 research papers, book chapters, and authored, edited 2 books. He has presented paper and participated in more than 100 conferences and workshops at international and national level. He is convener of Board of Studies in Education since 2014. He is involved in validation process of production of development of audio-visual material for value component, Ministry of Human Resource Development sponsored project. He was co-investigator of UGC sponsored research project on development of pupil teachers through participative teacher education program. He is also serving for Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India funded project, Faculty Development Center, and Center of Excellence in Science and Mathematics Education. Of each rupees 700 lakhs at Banasthali Vidyapith. He is co-coordinator of project School of Education under PMMNMTT scheme of MHRD of rupees 1,100 lakh. He is project manager of European Commission funded 2 Erasmus Plus joint project 21st Century Skills and Aurora January 2020 to December 2022. He visited Brussels, Belgium for giant holder meetings of Erasmus Plus Giant European Commission during 24 to 29 January 2020 as a project manager of Project Aurora. He also visited to Lorina, Greece during 23 to 29 February 2020 for kickoff meeting of Project 21st Century Teach Skills as a team leader. He is also member of NCT Ministry of Education GOI Curriculum Framework Committee. He is also member of Board of Studies of Education, Kumaon University, member of Institute Advisory Board of RIE NCRT Ajmer. Once again, I welcome Dr. Surana sir and request to guide us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Madam Nutan Nangare, for extending so long CV. It's thanks for you. Where from you get? I think it may be on internet. So first of all, I am very thankful to CTF Delhi NCR, Dr. Sanjay Kumar sir, ji, and Azad Satara College, Azad College of Education Satara, for inviting me in this a very extended FDP on NAAC. NAAC is a very important part of our life during last few years. And as we are going through around 3 cycles, and in 3rd cycle we got the NAAC 8++ in 2019, 20, March 2020, 1920, yes. But as we know, every evaluation needs many quantifications. So we will proceed towards this. First of all, I want to know about the participants. It's around 149. I expect not. I thought around 40-50 participants will be there, but good. Online teaching learning process may be for mass education, and we should use all the technology for mass education. So I thought all of them are from teacher education, or it may be diverted fields.
Good morning, sir. Almost all of them, they are from teacher education. Very few people,
Okay.
they are from other fields.
Okay, fine. From teacher education, most of the people know about the evaluation, measurement, assessment words. And I think this is the second part of teaching, learning and evaluation criteria of the NAAC. First part already completed by my friend Professor Satyendra Gupta, I think. Yeah. So in this part, we will touch the evaluation aspect of this criteria of NAAC. And evaluation, what do you think by evaluation? What do you think by measurement? What do you think by assessment? These are the questions we are facing during our professional development of our future teachers. So I thought that measurement and assessment, how to provide some decision for anything, for it may be for some upgradation, it may be for some accreditation, it may be for some pass and fail, it may be. We need evaluation, and evaluation is directly connected with the decision making. Evaluation is a continuous process. You know very well, I think, as being a teacher educator. And when we make a decision, we further go for the next level evaluation, or next evaluation for next duration. So for this decision making, we need some quantification, and that quantification, we call it measurement. And measurement is the part of our life. And sir from Satara College, if you provide me the information that we need to be bilingual, or we need we can go in English only, because the facility to participants is important.
Bilingual will be much more better, sir.
Okay, thank you for the input. So measurement is very important in our life. सुबह जब हम उठते हैं सबसे पहले हम घड़ी देखते हैं. That is the measurement. When we quantify something, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., that is measurement. Every task of our life is governed by some measurement. For exactness, for decision making. And this decision making and exactness, as you know, is directly related to scientific attitude, scientific processes. So how can we convert our processes as per logic, as per exactness, as per objectivity? These words are very important. If you are giving someone some decision, then the word objectivity, the word exactness, the word logic is very important. So when we want to give some logic, we require some data. We require some comparison. We require some numbers. And measurement is the process of quantification. That means to assigning some number, it may be some number, it may be some alphabet also. It may be some symbol also. You know, numbers are also symbols. You can also provide A, B, C, D. You can also provide the alpha, beta, gamma. You can also provide 1, 2, 3, 4. All are symbols, but governed by some defined criteria, some defined operationality. So this quantification, this measurement is very important for decision making. And as you know, NAAC is going to provide some decision regarding our status of particular institutions, particular courses, particular universities. So the decision making is required some quantification, and if they require some quantification, then we need to go through some process of quantification. We need some little mathematics, statistics. We are saying that the statistics is the part of the mathematics, but mathematics and statistics are so deviated in nature of the content. May I share my screen? Yeah, okay, I have the right. Are you able to grasp my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. I think it will take a few seconds.
Very much visible, sir. No problem.
Okay. It depends upon the
Connectivity.
speed of network. So today we are going to throw some criteria second and the evolution part of this teaching, learning and evolution. Yeah. So evolution, that means making some judgment, and teaching, learning, how our teaching, learning is going on, how your teaching, learning is impactful, your teaching learning is better than someone others, how can we judge? How can someone judge? How can NAAC judge? Or NAAC team can judge? That is very important part. As being the scholars of education, we very well knows about the objectives, teaching objectives. I think all of you are very much familiar with the teaching objectives. We prepare some general objectives, then some specific objectives, then some objectives in behavioral terms. So actually this word assessment of curriculum attainment is governed by something you can say CO-PO mapping, assessment of CO-PO mapping. And this assessment of CO-PO, actually I have gone through this curriculum in NEP 2020, and I found that curriculum is very much emphasized in this NEP document. Around 63 times repeated the curriculum word in NEP document, and as also curricular word is also repeated in this NEP document, and also curricula. Around you can say 100, more than 100 times they give emphasis on this curriculum. That means the process of teaching learning. So we should know how can we assess the attainment of curriculum, because the ultimate goal of any institution, any course, any program should be the attainment of curriculum. How much any one student of your group of student or your class of student is able to attain the curriculum. आपके विद्यार्थियों ने आपने जो टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस को करवाया है, इंप्लीमेंट किया है, उसको कितना अटेंड कर पाए हैं, तो हम कैसे इसको असेस करें या NAAC कैसे इसको असेस करना चाहती है। यहाँ इसके लिए जो वर्ड यूज किया गया है CO-PO-PEO'S mapping and assessment of attainment of curriculum implementation. So actually this is a very long process, and we are taking around 3-4 days workshop for that, but I just want to introduce the main aspects of this CO-PO and PEO mapping and assessment of attainment of curriculum implementation. It's a very long name, as you know. This is more popular in engineering and technical institution earlier because of that NBA, National Board of Accreditation, and it gives the emphasis on outcome-based education. We are very well known to the outcome-based education. We are हमारे lesson plans में general objectives, हमारे specific objectives on behavior terms, we know very well. And this is also the part of National Assessment and Accreditation Council assessment under the teaching, learning, and evolution. So, program outcomes, course outcomes, and program educational outcomes. These are some keywords, but it's not so different from our general objectives, course objectives, and our specific objectives we are using in our education. Some aspects are different. So first is outcome. You are very well known. How can we define the course outcomes? What a student on successful completing the course and earning in passing grade and the credit can perform, do, demonstrate, and with what she has learned in the course. These are also referred to as learning outcomes or student outcomes. But here, the more popular word is course outcome. So we will use that word course outcome. See, what is the model of this assessment? How can we assess our curriculum implementation or teaching learning process? Teaching learning process should be some impact on overall learning of student, but the vision, the mission of your institution, your program must be related to this outcome, this assessment. So most important thing is आपके institution का vision क्या है? What is the vision of your institution? What is the mission of your institution? And how your teaching learning process is going to fulfill this vision and this mission? कैसे आप जो implement कर रहे हैं आपकी classrooms में, आपकी labs में, आपके field में, वो आपके institution के vision और mission से match कर रहे हैं. This is the first thing you should to compare, you should assess. The second and most important thing is what is your design of program educational objectives. Program educational objectives, that means if any student is going for B.Ed course, so what are your B.Ed educational objectives for your students? This is program educational objectives, and that program educational objectives again guide to the program outcomes and course outcomes. Program outcomes, as we say, is a broader term, general objectives of particular program, overall program, and course outcomes are more specific to the particular content. So the second thing is the outcome of program outcomes and course outcomes based on your vision, your mission, your program educational objectives. Then we will apply some measurement method, some assessment criteria. We will go for result analysis. We will identify actions and implement, and all decision making leads towards improvement. What you are going to take decision will be your improvement in your next batch, your next further processes. So this is the model of assessment of programs outcomes, assessment of CO-PO mapping for NAAC criteria. So vision and mission, your institutional vision and mission. Then further, there are so many departments in your institution. So departmental vision and mission, and again, how to define the vision and mission of the department, because vision and mission of the institution is not for your criteria, that is for institution. That will be governed by the institution. Institutional vision will be in your constitution of your institutional documents, and any institution should be governed by their vision and mission. आप कोई भी अच्छा इंस्टीट्यूट लीजिए, वहां पर आपको उनका एक विजन होगा, एक मिशन होगा, जो कि जिसके लिए वो एक्टिव हैं, जो जिसके लिए वो कार्य कर रहे हैं. लेकिन further you need to decide vision and mission of your department of education, department of physical education, department of something psychology, department of sociology, anything. So you need to coin some vision and mission of your department. So there is a process how to decide the vision and mission of the department. I have given here the process of vision and mission of the department. That is, you need to take base as a institutional vision and mission. Your institutional vision and mission will be the base for your departmental vision and mission. Then further, you need to brainstorming sessions in your department. Not only department, you need to involve your students, your employees, your employers, your alumni, your field workers, and society persons to draft your departmental mission and vision. Then further, this draft should be again presented during in some professional bodies, board of studies, so you can further finish this vision and mission of your department, and you can analyze you are able to analyze how much your vision and mission of your department may be attained during your teaching learning process. So institutional vision and mission, then draft copy of the vision and mission of the department. This will be governed by your faculty. You can collect the views from different bodies. I am audible? Actually, time is so less, so
Yes,
I
sir,
am not
audible.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So I am not interacting, but actually I am more interested in interacting with the faculty, but it's I am sorry for that. First of all, I want to introduce all of you about that process, and then we can take some of few of your comments. I am not, you are not audible. Hello, someone is saying something?
सर आई थिंक क्वेश्चन लास्ट में ले लीजिएगा आप, अभी
या,
म्यूट
या,
ऑन करके अपना सेशन
या,
कंटिन्यू
बिल्कुल।
रखिए सर।
बिल्कुल, हम अंत में ले लेंगे। So after formulating the draft, you can take collection of your views from parents, from professional bodies, for alumni, from industry, okay, and for teacher education industries, for schools. Then you should review and analyze your draft, the views under board of studies, under departmental advisory board, it may be. Then you should freeze your vision and mission of your department. Then you need to design some program education objectives, that is the objectives for particular program, B.Ed, M.Ed, MA education, all the programs you are running there. So every program should have some program educational objectives. Now these are, as I say, broad statement that describe the career and professional achievement that the program is preparing. आप उन विद्यार्थियों को इस पर्टिकुलर बीएड प्रोग्राम, एमएड प्रोग्राम के माध्यम से क्या अचीव करवाना चाहते हैं, that should be in the program education objectives. और हाँ, मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, जब हम हमारे ऑब्जेक्टिव को इन करते हैं तब इसको असेस कैसे करना है, बिकॉज जब तक हम ऑब्जेक्टिव को इन नहीं करेंगे हम असेस क्या करेंगे. सो वी नीड टू कोइन सम ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. सो यहाँ हम जो प्रोग्राम एजुकेशन ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है उनको इनडायरेक्टली via interaction with alumni, industry persons associated with the program institution, we go for assessment. We need to take some students feedback. We need to take some feedback from your alumni. We need to take feedback from schools, school principals where your students are working. So this is the program educational objectives. I have given here a very long description. How to decide the program educational objectives. And this is the one of the example of program education objective, that is like PEO1, education as a discipline, to study education as a discipline. This is the one of the program education objective. And PEO2, enlightening teachers, to prepare competent and enlightened teachers for different levels of education in India. I request participants to please mute your mics. Yeah, thank you. So these are some examples of program educational objectives. You can see here, and this is for education. Yes. Now, next is the course outcomes. We need to assess how students learn well. For that, we need some course outcomes that is more specific, because that is connected to direct assessment of your test, your exams, your formal exam. So on the basis of that program education objectives, you need to coin course outcomes for particular courses, like teaching of mathematics, teaching of science, teaching of something like language across curriculum. Many courses are there in your educational program. So you need to coin some course outcome. So course outcomes, you are more familiar to course outcomes. So I am not going through this CO statements, because you are very well versed with action verbs, as I know you are from teacher education field. So I think I can go further. As you know, you need some action verbs, you need some conditions, you need some criteria for particular course outcomes. So these are some samples given here for particular course outcomes. So I am going directly towards how to assess that CO-PO mapping. Yeah. Courses are broadly classified. Courses, core courses, different various type of courses you are in your particular programs. Now, because of very less time, I am going for a sample for you. How can we assess, prepare some report for this CO-PO-PEO mapping and assessment of attainment process manual. This is called as assessment and attainment process manual. That is our Bachelor of Education 2018-20 mapping and assessment process. You can see this is for Department of Education. This is the first. We have given the important to our institutional vision and mission. Five-fold education, Panchmukhi Shiksha is our main motto in Manasli Vidyapit. So we have given emphasis on this physical, practical, aesthetical, intellectual, and above all moral aspects. Then mission. What is the mission of our institution? That is girl education. 15,000 girls are studying here in a residential campus. So we have given that mission, how we are going past 25 years and what is our mission for next 25 years. So this is precisely the mission of the Vidyapeeth, like to bring the girl. This is for example only. To bring the girl child to education, to nurture young student women for leadership roles in the society, aspire women for professional positions with strong value base. The next important part, that is departmental vision and mission. Vision of department, mission of the department, and how we go through this vision and mission. Next and most important part is the program educational objectives and program outcomes definition. So this is program educational objective. What is the program educational objectives and what is the program outcomes? How we establish this program educational objectives? Yes, this is the first type of mapping. I think you are able to grasp the mapping. Here is the listing of PEO1, PEO2, PEO3, PEO4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And here is the program objectives 1, program objective 2, program objective 3. This is the, and how much they are matching. This is called mapping. PO1 is matching with PO1, PO2, 2, 3, 4, 5, how much they are matching. And you need to decide, is it matching good, fair, something you need to decide. And then you need to coin that program outcomes. These are the examples of program outcomes. Like you can say pedagogical knowledge, apply their knowledge of core content and pedagogy to set goals and objectives for learning based on curriculum and design instruction that engage students in meaningful learning activities. Appreciate diversity, deliver meaningful experiences, professional development, leadership quality, demonstrate associations, integrate ICT. These are the program outcomes of your particular program. So these program outcomes are published and disseminated. This is very important. How to publish? Booklet, orientation, through orientations, through syllabus, through course files. These are published and disseminated. To how it is disseminated? Through orientation day, discussion on orientation day, during the counseling, and during distribution of syllabus books courses. So you need to inform everything in your report, that how you publish, how, where to publish, and how it is disseminated. So how you establish these program outcomes? This is the process of establishing the program outcomes. Now, here is given the how you use that Bloom taxonomy for particular program outcomes. Verbs have given in report, and course outcome statements also given in report. So these are the course outcome descriptions. CO1, clarify development as a continuous process. CO2, explain childhood development in various aspects. CO3, describe the adolescent stage in reference to characteristics and problems. And CO4, describe the courses of the problems in adolescent learner and imply the suitable solutions. So this is for Edu 401 course, childhood and growing up. This is the sample. This is course name is the childhood and growing up, Edu 401, and this is the course outcomes statements. So you need to map CO to PO mapping for all the courses. That is CO-PO matrix. You need to give 1 that is slight low correlation, 2 for moderate correlation, and 3 for substantial correlation, and dash for no correlation. So course outcomes, program outcomes, and program objectives. Course outcomes will lead towards program outcomes. Program outcomes lead towards program education objectives. This hierarchy should be very important. So our course outcomes, our program outcomes, our program education objectives, these are connected with each other. So this is the process. You need to involve all board of studies. You need to involve your professional bodies, program coordinators, program assessment committee. There are so many committees you need to involve for that. So here is the sample mapping. Here we have given some sample mapping, high, medium, and low. How program outcomes are correlated, connected with course outcomes. So H, M, H are given for H for high, M for medium, low for slight correlation, and dash for no correlation. It may be no correlation. Now, you have to quantify here. What I am saying from initial, that हमें जो भी assess करना है उसको quantify करना important है to reach up to some particular point of decision making. So here we have given 3 for high, 2 for medium, and 1 for low. So here again, this is the quantification of this mapping, and this quantification further went for averaging. Here is the average of this particular column. These are the averages of the particular columns. So average is the total of and divided by how many they are. Sum and divided by how many they are, numbers. Then we need to identify the curricular gaps to the attainment of CO-PO. So how to get the curricular gaps to attain the CO-POs by your students? There are some steps. Here, number 1 step is the course handling faculty. After CO-PO mapping would submit CO attainment to the course coordinator. The faculty will submit this to the course coordinator, and the course coordinator would submit the CO-PO attainment along with the curriculum gap identified in the course and recommendation to conduct co-curricular activities and identify content beyond the syllabus to year-wise coordinator. So that year-wise coordinator, who are the member of the PAC, Program Advisory Committee, would consolidate the CO attainment of the respective year along with the curricular gaps. So this is a continuous process to identify the gaps, to submit reports, and the final reports will be submitted to Board of Studies. So this is the identification of curriculum gaps. Course outcome statement, CO-PO mapping, then course handling faculty, feedback of, then course coordinator. Course coordinator will take feedbacks from the recent trends, from feedbacks, from alumni, from industries. Then year-wise coordinator again identify and analyze the gap and present it towards departmental advisory board. Again, sample PO and CO mapping. Here, PO1, PO2, PO3, PO4, and the average course outcomes, which will be from that table, last table. And this is for one course, AJU 401, childhood and growing up. Now, here is the table for different courses. Yes. How many courses you have included in this particular program? That is listed here in this first column. And for each of the courses, what is the average of the course outcomes and program outcomes mapping? So we are providing here the average of the course outcomes and program outcomes mapping. So this table gives again you some here semester wise also, semester 1, semester 2, semester 3, semester 4, semester 4, 4 semester course B.Ed. So again we are averaging these mapping and converting it into the percentage, and final average percentage is here last, that is 80.4. So this is the table where you can find excellent, very good, good, satisfactory or not satisfactory. So value greater than 70% excellent, value greater than equal to 60 and less than 70 very good, between 50 and 60 good, between 40 and 50 satisfactory, and less than 40 not satisfactory. This is the decision after that quantification, after that measurement. So result of CO-PO mapping, that is excellent. Again, this is not just a final thing. There are indirect assessment also, some direct assessment, some indirect assessment. Here you can see the table of how we assess, how assessment tools are employed. Like mode of assessment is direct assessment. Assessment tools, periodical test, attainment, and semester examinations, student progressions. So these are the direct assessment. This is table giving you the scenario of direct assessment, how these direct assessments are going through. This is the one of the part. And indirect assessment, these are very important for your how much your students attend your course outcomes, your program outcomes, and education objectives. So student exit survey, very important. Student exit survey. Teacher feedback, this is also an indirect assessment. Parent feedback, this is also an indirect assessment. And alumni feedback, this is also an indirect assessment. And last, employer feedback from your student's employer. These are also important. So we need to again quantify the continuous assessment, the end semester assessment, level, different levels, and to finalize PEO's assessment tool, direct assessment 80%, indirect assessment 20%. So this is the final table, how we are going to finally assess the program outcomes. So direct assessment, this is the assessment program outcome for B.Ed. This is the one of the questionnaire for student exit survey. Then how to relate PO with questionnaire. Teacher feedback, this is the teacher feedback form. Again, parent feedback form. And how to relate this parent feedback form with the POs. Alumni feedback form, and how to relate this alumni feedback with POs. Employer feedback form, and how to connect this employer feedback to the POs. So this is the process of indirect attainment. We have to sum up all the indirect attainment through this table. So finally, we came through this direct assessment, indirect assessment, and the final Z. Z, that is 80% of X X is the your direct assessment, and 20% of Y, that is your indirect assessment, and average of the final outcome. So this is the average of the final outcome, 76.73. This is the more than 70%, excellent result. This is the process of CO-PO mapping, and these are the some samples of student exit survey and all the things. So finally, we gone through this CO-PO and PEO mapping and assessment of attainment process manual. That this is very important part of evaluation of criteria 2 for each NAAC assessment. I hope I am able to give you some familiarity with some initial you can say it's almost 11:25. So some comments, some feedback.
अजय सर, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था
जी सर।
कि प्रोग्राम आउटकम्स की जब हम बात करते हैं तो इंजीनियरिंग और मैनेजमेंट साइड में देखें तो AICTE ने ऑलरेडी मेंशन किए हुए हैं, लेकिन जब हम NAAC वाली साइड में आते हैं, बाकी यूनिवर्सिटीज को देखते हैं, तो आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी पर तो मुझे मिले थे जब मैं रिव्यू कर रहा था, क्योंकि मेरी अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी पर नहीं थे। तो इसमें एक तो जो आपने प्रोसीजर बताया वो ऑप्ट किया जा सकता है इनको डेवलप करने के लिए, एम आई राइट? अच्छा, दूसरा ये कि कोर्स आउटकम्स गिवन होते हैं, अगर हम महसूस करें कि उसमें कुछ ऐड किया जा सकता है तो वो हम ऐड कर सकते हैं कुछ खुद से एक प्रोसीजर ऑप्ट करके, उसमें तो कोई
बिल्कुल। उसके लिए आपको बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज की परमिशन लेना है, कुछ नहीं। आपको जो प्रोसेस अडॉप्ट करना है, ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग, then advisory committee, feedbacks from the students, feedback from the teachers, then you have to present it in your board of studies. They will pass your course outcomes.
सेशन रहा सर आपका ये वाला, और आपने बिल्कुल ठीक कहा था, आपने बिल्कुल ठीक कहा था जब मेरी आपसे बात हुई थी कि इस पे कभी फुर्सत में एक अच्छी खासी वर्कशॉप रखवाइएगा।
3-4 दिन की वर्कशॉप की जरूरत होती है।
वो बिल्कुल डेफिनेटली मैं प्लान करूंगा जब आपके पास समय होगा, क्योंकि एक बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है और अभी काफी गैप है अगर टीचर एजुकेशन साइड में इसको लेके देखें तो। जी 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 सर। बाकी लोग
और कोई पार्टिसिपेंट्स के कुछ कमेंट्स हैं, कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं? एक्चुअली आई एम नाउ गोइंग टू चेक
सर।
Chat. Yeah.
Good morning,
please.
sir.
Yeah, please.
मुझे एक बात पूछनी थी। आप जो आज CO-PO पढ़ाए हम लोगों को, गाइडलाइंस जो मिला, तो जो डॉक्यूमेंट आप दिखा रहे हैं वो हमको मिल सकता है क्या फॉर फर्दर रेफरेंस? हम बहुत नया कॉलेज है तो ये बात हम थोड़ा गाइडलाइन की तरह से यूज कर सकते हैं।
रिफाइंड वर्जन में ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को मैं भेज दूंगा, वो आप पास करें, ठीक है?
ओके, थैंक यू सर। Thank you for your nice presentation.
Yes, Dr. S.N. Sharma साहब।
सुनो, आवाज आ रही है क्या सर?
सर आ रही है, अब आ रही है।
सर CO-PO मान लिया कि यूनिवर्सिटीज ने, जैसे अभी डॉक्टर संजय कुमार साहब बोल रहे थे कि यूनिवर्सिटीज में डिफाइन किए होते हैं, तो क्या हमें फिर भी डिफाइन करने होंगे क्या NAAC के लिए?
सर ये एक प्रोसेस है। देखिए, केवल विजन और मिशन यूनिवर्सिटी डिसाइड करता है। योर डिपार्टमेंटल विजन मिशन विल बी डिसाइडेड बाय योर डिपार्टमेंट।
ठीक है।
तो आप, लेकिन आपको ध्यान तो रखना ही पड़ेगा कि आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन का विजन मिशन क्या है, ये तो आपको ध्यान रखना ही पड़ेगा।
अच्छा, मतलब विजन मिशन के हिसाब से ही CO-PO जो है उनकी मैपिंग होगी?
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल होना चाहिए। प्लस आपका प्रोग्राम एजुकेशन ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट है। आफ्टर योर प्रोग्राम आपके विद्यार्थी क्या लेके जा रहे हैं बात,
जी जी
आप क्या चाहते हैं उनमें? देखिए, एजुकेशनल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स में बी मोर जनरल, बट आउटकम्स में शुड बी मोर स्पेसिफिक।
राइट राइट राइट, बहुत बढ़िया सर। एक बार आपसे मैं टेलीफोनिकली समझूंगा थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि
जी,
ये
जी,
थोड़ा
सर।
टेक्निकल इशू है।
जी बिल्कुल टेक्निकल है सर, हमको भी टाइम लग गया था इसमें, काफी टाइम लगा है,
टाइम लगता है,
लेकिन अभी भी हम लोग
लाइक टू
हमारा एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट भी पूरे यूनिवर्सिटी के सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स को बुला के इस पे वर्कशॉप करवाते हैं हम लोग। हमारे यहाँ
हाँ,
लगभग
that will be fine, that will be good.
29 डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं, तो एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट सारे डिपार्टमेंट से टीचर्स को बुला के उनको करवाता है वर्कशॉप।
नहीं सही है सर, एंड वी लाइक टू लर्न दिस सर।
या
ओके ओके, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, sir. Within the stipulated time, you have given a very nice presentation and the doubts are cleared. Again, if some doubts are there, they will be clarified on FDP WhatsApp groups, and the presentation which will be shared by Dr. Ajay Surana sir, it will be shared with you also, participants. Dear participants, the feedback link is given in chat box now. You can fill it. And at the same time, I request Professor Dr. Shobha Patil madam to give vote of thanks. Over to you, Patil ma'am.
Okay.
Actually, I am not satisfied with the today's presentation because it's just gone through through all the process, and it was very fast. But I want to introduce everything to the participants, like how indirect assessment, because direct assessment is also very long. So how these direct and indirect assessment combined and give the particular last impact. Thank you. Thank you.
Then also, sir, the resource person from A++ accredited college, it means a lot for we people. So thanks once again, and over to you, Patil ma'am.
May I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of the Faculty Development Program for their presence and contribution to make this program a great success. I would like to thank our today's speaker, Honorable Dr. Ajay Surana sir, for explain criteria number 2, teaching, learning and evaluation. The way in which they explain this criteria is extraordinary. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Nalode ma'am, Azad College of Education, Satara, for extending support. I extend thanks to Dr. Vinay Dhonge sir, coordinator of this program. I would like to thank Dr. Amit Gagre sir, coordinator of IPSC. I also extend thanks to all the staff members and technical team. I would also like to thank all participants. I once again thanks everyone for making this program successful. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. A kind request, all of you, as usual. Already you have put your cameras on. Once again, a request to all the participants. We are going to take screenshots. Please put on your cameras. Surana sir, you might have seen that almost 300 participants were there in our meeting. So it's nice thing that from all over India.
Yeah. Congratulations to all your organization. It's a very high number.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. May I exit?
Yes, sir. Please.
Thank you. Thank you.
All of you can exit now. Thank you. We are going to end meeting now.